Hello, and welcome to Quick Charge by Electrek. I'm Mikey G, and it's Saturday, December 10th. A Tesla Cybertruck body has been spotted being worked on ahead of the electric pickup's upcoming start of production in Texas. An update on the production version with the final specs and pricing has been expected for the past year, but the automaker has stayed quiet, which has had some delays, by the way. But now the image of what appears to be a Tesla Cybertruck body has leaked through the YouTube channel Kim Java without much more information other than the image showing a large casting part in the back of the truck. It's hard to tell how many parts make up the entire back of the body since it appears to be partially coated. The exterior of the vehicle does not appear on the image that was leaked. Tesla originally talked about the Cybertruck being equipped with an exoskeleton, although some dispute Tesla's use of the word exoskeleton since it's not clear that the parts of the external body are structural or not. 2022 was undoubtedly Tesla's best year ever financially and for electric vehicle deliveries, but it hasn't been so for the stock price. Tesla investors are unhappy and telling the board about it. Despite delivering record earnings after record earnings and deliveries going up to an annualized production capacity nearing 2 million vehicles per year, one prominent Tesla investor, Leo Koguan, has called the board missing in action. We first reported on Koguan last year when he became the third largest individual shareholder in Tesla behind Elon Musk and Larry Ellison. At the time, it was quite good news, but after Tesla stock has fallen almost 50% since the start of the year, his sentiments reflect other investors as well. Previously, a group of investors took to an internet petition to ask the board of directors to make actions to protect the stock price. On the other end of the table, S3 Partners, a firm tracking short interest, confirmed that this week Tesla short sellers have made up to $11.5 billion by betting against Tesla stock in this year alone. Elon Musk implies that Lucid Motors, an electric vehicle startup that spun out of Tesla, might be about to die. Yesterday, Business Insider leaked an email from Lucid Motors that revealed efforts to try to avoid cancellations for its electric sedan. In the email, Lucid says that every cancellation is a failure and outlines a very aggressive strategy to avoid those failures that involves calling up the customers up to almost a dozen times. In response to the story, Elon Musk tweeted, quote, "They are not long for this world," which, as I'm sure most of you know, is an idiom that means that they will not have long to live or on the verge of failure, like death failure for the company. This comment adds to his prior comments on both Lucid and Rivian earlier this year, when Elon Musk claimed that the two electric car startups are tracking towards bankruptcy. Now, looking at a few more details from a financial standpoint, the situation's not great for Lucid, but it's also not all that dire. Last quarter, it lost $500 million, but it still had about $3 billion in cash and short-term investments. Tesla has unveiled a new giant Megapack project in Belgium that is now the largest Megapack project in continental Europe and consequently one of the biggest energy storage projects in the whole of the continent. The Megapack helped Tesla's energy division accelerate storage deployment, and the company has now built an impressive backlog of orders. But Tesla is now working faster than ever to get through the backlog of 42 Megapacks per week that are produced at Gigafactory Nevada. In addition to this, they also have a Megafactory in California that's recently coming online and trying to ramp up to an ambitious 40 gigawatt hours of capacity. Last quarter, Tesla deployed another record high of 2.1 gigawatt hours in capacity, mostly driven by the Megapack growth. The record is expected to be broken again shortly, thanks to the new factory. A new Tesla neighborhood has launched in Las Vegas with Tesla Powerwalls and solar power in every home. Tesla neighborhood is a term that's being used for a new development where all of the homes integrate all or part of Tesla's power ecosystem, including the Powerwall and home battery pack. The home builder called Lennar announced the new opening of the project with 51 homes, each equipped with the Powerwall and the solar panels, but also electric vehicle charging stations. Projects like these are expected to gain traction as Tesla has been improving upon production and availability of products. 9 months after outlining extensive plans to bring more EV models to Europe, Ford Motor Company has shared its intentions to use the transition to rebrand itself under a new slogan called Adventurous Spirit, which they say represents American values like freedom, the outdoors, and larger vehicles. This past March, Ford shared extensive EV plans for Europe that included 9 new models by the year 2024, 4 of which are passenger vehicles. Today, Ford Motor has reaffirmed that those plans have taken a step further by vowing to be more American in its EV marketing and in Europe to sell the adventurous spirit. According to Automotive News Europe, Ford intends to use this fresh launch of new EVs overseas to refresh its marketing on the path to becoming entirely electric by 2030. Ford is aiming for more crossovers and SUVs instead of long-running compacts like the Ford Fiesta and Ford Focus. Both of those models have expirations in Europe. The Ford EV shakeup in Europe will also include changes to the retail network. The automaker plans to switch to an agency direct sales model overseas, in which Ford invoices customers directly and pays a dealership a flat fee for each sale. General Motors' first Ultium battery plant in Lordstown, Ohio, has voted to join the United Auto Workers, with 98% of the voting favor for union representation. Ultium is GM's joint venture with LG Energy producing battery packs for the electric age. GM will establish at least 4 factories in the U.S., with the Lordstown/Warren plant in Ohio already up and running, producing batteries for the upcoming EVs. The union vote at GM's first battery plant was closely watched, as it could set the tone for not only GM's electrification, but also labor in the U.S. battery supply industry as a whole. Something else to watch closely is how this will affect pay. Previously, General Motors has held the position that battery suppliers should command similar pay to other supply factories, around $20 an hour. And that's what they are currently making. But mainline auto workers can be paid closer to $30 an hour, and battery workers might urge that due to how integral batteries are in an electric vehicle, that they should be paid closer to what the final assembly line workers would make. General Motors' Ultium Cells will invest $275 million in its Spring Hill, Tennessee battery plant to expand EV cell output by 40%. Ultium Cells expects to have over 130 gigawatt hours of battery cell capacity when all 3 EV battery plants are at full production. The cells will support General Motors' goal of at least 1 million EVs in North America assembled by the mid-level of the decade. Although an extra 15 gigawatt hours might not be a whole lot, it is telling signs of General Motors' aggressive EV launch to come. General Motors CEO Mary Barra has insisted that GM has what it takes to overthrow Tesla in EV production. General Motors has accidentally leaked an image of the electrified Corvette. The E-Ray, as it was called, was briefly revealed one night before Chevrolet took the website down. The Corvette E-Ray was discovered Thursday by enthusiasts on Mid-Engine Corvette Forum that happened to stumble upon Chevrolet's own visualizer for the 2024 E-Ray. They snapped a few screenshots that led to more questions, actually. At first glance, it seems to be a fully electric vehicle, but when you keep scrolling, you see a picture that includes a quad exhaust, likely to pour cold water on the idea, or maybe to be an artificial noise generator. We'll have to see. No specifications were posted, so we will have to wait for the official release. The body style is actually quite similar to the track-focused Corvette Z06, but stands out with a unique trim and 13 different body color choices. Hopefully all of those make it to production. This could have been an intentional leak, since Chevrolet responded to this by saying, quote, "Looks like the holidays came early for a few astute Corvette fans. Stay tuned for more." In today's community comment found on YouTube, Dular says, "Corvette is the midlife crisis car. Camaro is the last fling before getting serious car." I think you're right, Dular. That is an accurate assessment of those two vehicles. Definitely reflects some of the things that I've seen in my life, although I've never had either of those, but I've had friends with both. Thanks for watching Quick Charge by Electrek. I'm Mikey G, and I hope you have a great day.